Hi class, this is JilMac. I'm the instructor for the Community College of Vermont, Windham Regional Career Center, and small businesses and one-on-one tutoring. Students know that anything they don't understand in the video, they can give me a call and we can work through it online together. This video is about web development, and I am going to bring a browser window up. This is web development, and this is a Google website. So we've been mostly working on navigation in Google websites, and they do that kind of automatically, as do a lot of CMSs, content management systems. In order for something new to show up on the left navigation, you add a page and it orders it alphabetically. But that's using a CMS. I also want to show you how to create a menu by doing HTML. So if we were to go into our class website, and right now I'm out on stweb.ccv.edu, and I'm in our class CIS 1150, and I'm in my directory. If we do a /menu, we will bring up some menus that I have. And I'm just going to kind of walk through some menus in HTML. Now, the first one that we have is an IndexOlder style. And I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to reduce it because I want you to see the whole page. I've got this blown up to 200%. But if we bring it to 100%, or even down to 90, you're going to see that it's the kind of traditional I believe this might be a Dreamweaver template, where we have the header up at the top and we have the navigation down on the left side, and if we scroll to the bottom we would see the footer information down here and then the body of your web page. And they were very common. This was a very common layout back before phones and tablets got very popular. And the reason is, on a phone and tablet, when you have it narrow, like most people read it, although you can do it widescreen, you have really good navigation, but you're not seeing the whole thing. And more people like the navigation up at the top. If you're an old-timer like me that kind of like this layout, this style, IndexOlder style menu may be what you're looking for. So I'm going to show you some other styles of menu, and now let's blow this back up again. So we'll increase the thing. We have one called Clean and Simple that I like a lot too. And if we look at this Clean and Simple web page, I'm going to reduce it because I want you to see the whole thing. Here we have it where we have a graphic, we have a text of a graphic, so it's readable by web crawlers, which is good for your SEO. You have your navigation up at the top, and I've made these colors nice and obnoxious because as we go into the CSS session, starting with chapter 7, I want you to be able to read kind of the code that makes this work. So we have our navigation up here in the yellow, obnoxious yellow, and then we have an H1 here, and then the body of our web page, and then down at the bottom underneath this yellow line we have our footer information. So this is the menu Clean and Simple, index Clean and Simple, and that's broken up into an external CSS file, a JPEG, and just this HTML. I'm going to go back and let me make my text bigger. That was the Clean and Simple. We also has a W3 Schools, and I like W3 Schools. That's the World Wide Web School. Here is another example where we have our kind of headline up here, the title of our web page, and then we have our navigation. Let me make it a little bit smaller. And then we have our footer down at the bottom. So this is another kind of format, and you can go to your different assignment pages. So that's another different look, and that's one that's in a tutorial in W3 Schools. And that coding and those links are in the HTML of this document. And then we have a Bootstrap. I know you guys are all excited about learning about CSS, and learning how to do CSS is great. But as you become more and more kind of standardized in your web page designs, you're going to find that you will be using a lot of third-party menu systems and CSS, and one of those is Bootstrap. So here is what a Bootstrap navigation looks like. And here we have two different ones. Here we have home 1, page 1, and we can scroll up at the top. That's a Bootstrap. And then go back. And then we have a Bootstrap theme band. Now this one's a little bit more exciting. Mine doesn't have all of the pictures. So to see the Bootstrap tutorial here, we'll click on it. And this is the tutorial that you go to. And here is what the website looks like. So it's more, because it's narrower, you have this menu here that brings this up. If I made this, my page wider, you would see the menu come across the top, where you could look at the home, you could look at the band, it would tell you information about it. You could look at the tour information. So this is another Bootstrap tutorial. So those are the kinds of menus. I wanted to give you kind of a sprinkling of different ones.